live. Yeah, I'm trying not to be too negative, kind of stressed out a little bit today. Oh, cool. I have no idea if Facebook actually was live or not all that time, but yeah. So basically just kind of like stressed today. Started off really weird, probably stayed up too late a little bit. Had golf early in the morning, kind of was late to that. Me and my dad, a little bit of I don't even say tough, it was just like, I had to basically just bite my tongue the whole ride on the golf. And that was me, like, that was just like lack of integrity on being awake. So next week I set the alarm for golf on time, which is good. The other thing is just my mom and my brother, their phone broke, and they were actually supposed to come back to Boston. No fault of their own. They actually didn't end up traveling. Hopefully they can make it back. Would be ideal, but the no phone situation is just not ideal right now. And so I had to deal with that, kind of fix the iPhone there. I did actually help her fix it. So anyone who, iPhone gets a little funky after an update or just feels random, always try to like hard reset it. She actually went to I don't know if it was Verizon or Apple, and they're about to have her buy a whole new phone for like $500. So, I think that it's important just to, try to keep going at it and not just give up. I think it took like 20 times of resetting it for it to actually work. So that was good. I just like, I'm going to it's a weird format. Like I'm going to, unload maybe my stresses and negatives, but then kind of talk about the positives. And, I'm human. I'm not perfect. I don't want to be perfect. I think there's a lot of like phony people on social media, or maybe even just phony at times. And so I want to be real. Was not easy going live again today, which is interesting. I do love the responses, and so that's why I want to keep doing it. I like, people reaching out and making me feel like, it's actually reaching them and leading to some sort of positive change. And even if it's not, like I'm noticing the change in my life, and, it's selfishly something I want myself. And so if I can help others as well, all the better. So I still have a good amount to do, but I've read somewhere like ADHD people won't always rest until they get like enough work done. And, I definitely have a little bit more I want to get done, but there's no point in staying up like past 1:00 at night. So probably just within the next hour, going to unwind a little bit, get a couple things done that I can, nothing major, and then wake up early tomorrow and just start the day, hit the ground running. I do just want to, I'll quickly call out, like I was trying to make this interesting. I was going to like mess around and try to like DJ a little bit, play some of my old songs and make them sound better. I just wasn't liking the way it sounded. That's why I kind of got on late. A little bit of like fear of looking bad was getting in my way there. And I'm not quite ready to release that stuff at this moment, but in the near future, definitely will be kind of taking that on and re-releasing some of my music from the past. I did officially sign up for the open mic because I texted them but needed to like send an email. So that's out there. And then I also have an audition actually this Saturday for like a comedy play, which is just something I want to break into. I did plays in the past. I really would like to kind of get back into that if possible. Just put myself in uncomfortable positions just to meet new people, really try to like build my hobbies and skill set out a little bit. But that being said, like, pretty busy, and in all honesty, it's a little bit stressful and just like nerve wracking, these things. And so, for me, previously I learned that, fear, nervousness, and then also excitement are all very similar. You get like kind of like red in the face, hot, your heart beats fast, and often the difference is what you tell yourself. And so I'm trying to create like excitement, and joy overall. And there's a lot of positives really today. I still have those 2 open houses this weekend. I have a lot of like buyer clients in the way, or on their way. Some that are coming down in the next few weeks. I'm trying to get a little bit more local people. I have a couple that are local, but it'd be really great to get even more. People that are a little bit closer to the ground of buying and not as much like investment, more like for their house. I'd like a good mix of that. I definitely like investors, but it'd be good to deal with kind of more people trying to buy their first home, people trying to buy a home. What's up, D-Nuke? Just kind of going through my little list and making sure I go live. I did go live before midnight tonight, although it's going to kind of cross over, but just hitting my goal like daily going on and sticking with it. At the end of the day, I was pretty stressed, but I put it in a perspective. Don't want to name names, and if they see this, just know that my heart's out to you. But one of my friends' cousins, who I actually, we play video games and we're friends with, earlier this year, their father died, and I reached out, and it was heartbreaking because the thought of my dad passing away and leaving me at this time in my life, like I would be so lost. And to make things harder for him, his mom actually passed away this weekend. My thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. Definitely wishing him the best. But it puts it in perspective, right? Like, had a little fight with my dad this morning. My mom missing the plane and dealing with her stress. Like, things could always be worse. So there's like reasons to be grateful, every day. So that's where I'm trying to create from. They say that it's not possible to be stressed and grateful at the same time. So whenever you're really feeling stressed, I just try to think of ways of being grateful, ways that, I'm thankful and stuff like that. Like I said, going to keep this one kind of short. Not really trying to go too long on this one, but wanted to make sure that I did at least go live. Didn't really post too much today because I was busy, and I do want to get some stuff done in the next hour. But me being kind of on my astrology kick, I did actually look up my daily horoscope, which was interesting. Feel free to judge me all you want. Your judgment, only God can judge me here, kind of thing. But today for Pisces, the horoscope, I think this really nailed it on the head. The other tarot card I pulled didn't really, and I'll read that one. But the daily horoscope is that Venus enters Capricorn, and the sector of your chart that governs community, sweet Pisces, thank you, helping you make friends in high places throughout the coming weeks. This planetary placement also encourages you to accept new roles as a leader within your profession or social sphere, organizing gatherings to connect others and do good. Conflict amongst friends could manifest this afternoon when Luna faces off with Mercury, and you may be asked to choose sides. Resist the temptation to get wrapped up in the drama that isn't yours when Mars becomes agitated this evening, letting others fight their own battles instead. The funny thing is, like, literally today, as I mentioned, my mom was having a little bit of drama with her phone. Her and my brother were having a little bit of a scuffle themselves. And I did just my best to remove myself from it, where normally I'd be trying to help and fix the situation, but just took a step back. And so I did let them fight their own battles. I offered assistance in a way that was maybe healthy for myself and less, getting involved in the drama. But I do want to focus kind of, what's up, Christian? How's it going? Appreciate you joining, man. Shout out my cousin there, and also Krieger there. Appreciate you joining as well. But yeah, so I mean, the first part there is really interesting because lately, something I have been focusing on is community. Community is really important to me. I've been joining these groups. I'm joining, the play that I'm auditioning for this Saturday. And so, I think it's very interesting that it ties up like that. And yeah, it might be coincidence, might not matter much. I'm kind of a believer in we make these things what they mean, how it applies to our life. But yeah, I mean, I just, based on the feedback I've been getting, people seem to like these. And, overall, even if they didn't really give me much feedback, I'd still probably be doing it anyways. So that's cool, and like I said, although there's a lot of negativity in my space today, kind of feeling stressed, just not letting it stop me, right? And so I'm not saying it's always going to work for you. It's okay to be pissed off. Hell, 10 minutes before this call, I had to turn on this fan next to me because it's just the heat. It's basically we're in a hot front down here, which is awesome. But it's weird when you just had the heat on because it was near the 20s. I'm dressed in sweatpants and I had a long sleeve shirt on. And I'm just one of those weird people. If I run too hot, I'll kind of get a little bit upset. It was almost like being hangry. But starting to feel better now. And like I said, I'm just trying to be grateful for what I have, not upset for what I don't have. And I think that way, I'll just keep on keeping on. So on that note, I'm going to end it. Thank you all for joining. Anyone who's watching this kind of after the fact, thank you for watching it. I hope you all have a great time. If you're having a bad day, reach out. I'm there for you. Just know that, tomorrow will be better. And it's just about keeping your head on straight and moving forward to your goals. Not every day is going to be sunshines and rainbows, but at the same time, there's positives. I went to the gym today. I went to golf today. I got to connect with people. And overall, I would say it was a good day, even though there's kind of a little bit of stress here and there. So thanks again for everyone. Don't know how this ended up being 10 minutes, But have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys later. Ending Facebook, and now I'm ending Instagram. Peace out, yo.